Hi everyone, this is data.zen podcast, and there is a popular Chinese proverb that says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time is now. Paraphrasing this, I would say that today is the second best time to relocate somewhere, to live in a different country, to stay in the context, to understand what everybody talks about. And while you are packing your luggage, we'll talk with Claudio Rigoni about the life in Brazil, how it differs from Poland, where Claudio relocated a few years ago. Hi, Claudio.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. What about you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks to ask that.
Yep. Could you introduce yourself to a few words about yourself?
Sure. So, as as he said, my name is Claudio Rigoni. I'm from Brazil. I have also Italian citizenship. I'm married. I have a daughter, a baby little one, 3 years old. I moved to Poland around 2 years ago, and yeah, I'm here trying to have new experience, trying to improve my career, having good opportunities to see different culture, and why not maybe live here for a long time, for a long period. Who knows?
Yeah, that's true. Today, it's hard to to say what will be with you in a few years.
Yes.
Okay, so my first question is, what does the life in Brazil look like? I mean, I need some context to understand how to be a Brazilian to live in Brazil, because I know a few stereotypes like carnival,
Oh
like a
yeah.
football player. I don't know if you're a fan of football, and so just speak about how it was when you
Well,
lived in Brazil.
it is not a very easy answer for that because Brazil is like a huge country. So I could tell you something about the north, the south, the middle of the country because everything is totally different comparing each part of the country. But basically, sharing the experience from my state that we call it Paraná. It's almost in the south of the country. uh, I also say our state it's not doesn't have like a very strong characteristics that we could say our states like this or that. But however, as I mentioned, we are very close to the south. We definitely know how to make a amazing barbecue. We know how to enjoy the life. We are trying always trying to make some a kind of party, inviting friends, family, doing everything together. Uh, my family, my friends, we love this type of event that we can meet people, we can talk about anything, we can drink, we can eat, we can laugh, we can have fun, enjoying the day. And of course, as I said, our country is very big. And for example, talking about the part of the country that my wife is from, she's from Bahia. It's a completely different part of the country. Is in the north, and they are more. I would say they have a little bit easy way to live the life. They know how to find happiness in small things. They know how to make everything to make a bad day, turn in a really nice day. They know how to enjoy the life much more than all the parts of the country. So, coming back to your question, how is to be a Brazilian? I'm not sure how to answer that in an easy way, but I would say being a Brazilian is You know how to enjoy your friends, your family, how to do something outside of your home every time that it's possible, and trying to make everyone welcome, because as we are a very mix of cultures, we have people from that came in the past from Italy, Spain, German, many countries. We have people with black hair, white hair, red hair, blue eyes, green eyes, black people, white people. So we have a good diversity. And being a Brazilian for me means, hey, I don't care who you are, where you're from. You are welcome. Come here and, well, let's make a barbecue.
Sounds great. And okay, what about the climate? I mean, it should be quite warm in the south of the
Most
Brazil.
of the time, it's warm. Like I would say the average maybe it's 30, but
30.
we can find some different climb in the north, in the south. For example, in the south, there is some months that you can find -5, and
-5.
in the
Mm-hmm.
north maybe +40. Depends of the month.
Mm-hmm.
That is as I said, the territory. It's so big, so in one place maybe it's a little cold, but in the same time in another part of the country it's warm. So if you have for example, you are rich and we have a nice airplane, you can say, okay, today in the morning I would like to enjoy cold weather, but in the afternoon really warm weather. So just go to the other side of the country.
Okay, but like, uh, had you seen the snow before you came to Poland?
Yeah, yeah, because I have already lived in Ireland,
Hmm.
and I was also traveling in some countries in Europe, but not as snow from Brazil.
Okay, uh, and as a continuing, how the life in Poland differs from the life in Brazil.
Well, for me, how I guess for me, the very key point about that is the lifestyle. Here, as I was mentioning in the beginning, in Brazil, we always trying to do something together with friends, family, going outside, doing something, enjoying the weather, having fun. And here, of course, sharing my experience that I'm having until now is here the people prefer to enjoy like the closest family, closest friends, doing some like dinner or lunch at home, something more private. And and in Brazil, no, we don't have a private lunch, private dinner. Like I'm inviting you, you are my friend, and for
Mhm.
sure you are going to invite your friend, the other friend, then someone who I don't even know are going to come to my house. And this is one point comparing this different culture,
Mhm.
different way to enjoy a dinner or lunch. And another very good point is here there is much more life balance than Brazil. Of course, again, sharing my experience
Mhm.
that I had in Brazil. In Brazil, uh, depend which city you live. If we are talking about small city, most of the people they can have a nice life, very good life. They have free time, they have a nice city that they can walk around, cycling, everything. But it's not easy to have a good salary and a nice career. Then on the other side, if you are wanna have a good, nice career, work in an international company, having a nice salary, you have to move to a big city. Then living in a big city, it means most of the people, they don't have free time. So it's not easy to find a good life balance comparing having free time to spend with your family, having a career and a good salary in the same place. And here in Poland, at least in the city that I'm living right now, that Wrocław, until now I have everything that I want. I have free time to enjoy my family. I can walk everywhere. I can go everywhere cycling with my daughter. I put her in our bicycle. We can cycling around. The city is very easy to go everywhere cycling.
Hmm.
And during the day, I can work in the morning, the afternoon. We are not working like many extra hours per day or during the night on Saturday, on Sunday, or something like that. Here is at least until all the projects that have been working, there is no um, extra hours. Um, you have your working time. In the end of the day, that's it. I stop at work for today. Now I can enjoy my family, I can enjoy the life, and then tomorrow we have another day to keep working. And in Brazil, if you are thinking about your career, about your salary, and living in a bigger city, you must be a workaholic because there, sharing the
Uh,
experience that I was working in São Paulo, well, you are working 10 hours per day, 12 hours per day on Saturday. Um, oh, and now it's already 6 p.m. The project doesn't care. The project needs to be delivered. So keep working, please. Something like
it,
that.
are you talking about some local companies, or it's about international companies too?
Well, usually it's more international company. It could be also local company, but we have this at least I had, and all the people that I was working was the same. Uh, they were we were trying very hard to show to the company that we are very strong worker.
Hmm.
We need to keep working and showing that the main how to say that the main no, the most important thing right now it's not your family, it's not your life, it's the job. You must get the job done.
Hmm.
So if the deadline to deliver the project is in the end of the month, so we take that very personal and we keep working, trying to show that that's the priority number one.
So if it's a part of the culture, uh, do you still a workaholic? I mean, do you like have a will to have a need to work extra time when you are
Well,
in Poland?
I've been trying to find a balance. I'm not anymore like that, but I'm still feeling something that okay, I want to do something else. I want to do more than I'm doing right now. I'm always feeling having this type of feeling because here it's a little bit it's much more relaxed job.
That's
um,
true.
the people knows how to take care of yourself, how to respect your time, to how to respect your personal life, your family. So
Hmm.
in life we don't have only our job, we have our life, our family. And here the people knows how to deal very well with that. And now I'm trying more and more and more having this type of mentality that I can have both. I don't need to choose. Oh, I need work hard, or I need to be like a lazy guy and enjoying my family. No, I can have both. And here in Poland, in the city that I'm living right now, it's giving me the chance to have both. So there is nothing that I could say, well, this part, this about this part here until since I arrived here, I'm not happy with that because there is no negative point until now.
I see. Okay. B- And my next question is like, why did you choose Poland? I mean, I mean, if I'm right, Brazilians speak Portuguese,
Yes, Portuguese.
and why not Portugal in that case, or even
Well,
Spain?
that's the question of 1 million. Every time when I say I'm from Brazil, first question is why you are here? Why Poland? Then my answer is why not? Why not? Because for me, when we are thinking about opportunity of your life, you don't know where this opportunity is. If it's one country, another country, one city, another city. So good opportunity for me doesn't know the difference between countries, cultures, languages. Then when this opportunity came to me, I start to think, why not? Let me think about that. Then I started to read about something about the country, trying to contact some Brazilian who was already here, working here in the country, and I started to discuss about this idea with my wife, and she was thinking the same. Why not?
Mhm,
How we can know? How we could know that this one it's the opportunity of our life or not, even before to give a try. So we 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 were thinking to ourselves, well, we must give a try. At least we have to try, and after that we can see if that is an opportunity that makes sense for our life or not. And in that point of time, as my daughter, she was around 8 months.
mhm,
Her age was around say 8 months. I was thinking, well, I don't want to live here anymore in São Paulo. This city is too big. We don't have free time to enjoy our baby, our daughter. We are looking for something that we can have. We can have a hybrid lifestyle that we can have a better balance. Then we said, well, we must give a try. At least living there 1 year, because less than 1 year, you won't have the chance to say, okay, I
mhm.
I gave a try. I tried. You must leave. You must wait at least 1 year to say, okay, I was experiencing everything here. I gave one chance. I know how is everything. At least I could build one picture about that in my mind. And now I can say, well, we tried that. We tried it. That was not a very good option for us, but I don't regret that because it was a good experience. However, let's move on. But since there, well, I don't regret that at all. I'm having a really good experience, and well, that's it. We are here. We are still here.
So it was like a particular opportunity, not a like a comparison of the countries in Europe and like oh, the
No,
Poland is the best one
no,
from the
no,
comparison.
no, because this type of trying to make those comparison, it's not so easy when when you are not living or when you didn't live in that country. So it's not fair making a kind of blind decision comparing countries that you didn't even live there.
Yeah, but you have effects like, for example, Portuguese. Portugal, they speak Portuguese. They have
Ah, yeah,
probably more chilly life, even in comparison with Poland. They have
yeah,
probably the same climate
but this
more
is very
close.
tricky. If you wanna have like easy life, let's call it easy life. I like good enough for you to have a money to pay for something that you wanna buy, having free time to enjoy your life. Yeah, Portugal, it could be one option. However, when you start to count also about career and salary, then Portugal, it's not a good option. It's an option for me when, well, for me, again, for me, because when we are sharing opinion, it can be very
Hmm.
complicated because someone can say, well, no, 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 I disagree totally. But again, I'm sharing my opinion. And talking about Portugal, for me, would be one amazing country if I was not looking for any more growing my career and also having like an amazing salary because Portugal has a very limited salary in all the categories and you don't have option to say okay I would like to have plus x% on top of this salary but
Hmm.
that's not an option. So again in Portugal it's a nice country, nice weather, the people are also amazing, but for when you are still growing in your career you are looking for new positions, new salaries, and everything, I wouldn't put Portugal in my list of countries that I would like to go.
And what is the list of these countries? I mean, for
Well,
you.
well, for me, I would consider uh, Poland as I'm here, Germany, Netherlands, Ireland, um, Switzerland, and Sweden, maybe. But in general, maybe Germany, Netherlands, Ireland. Yeah, because as far as I know, e- again, with experience reading informations on the internet, talking with another Brazilian people and everything, those countries has also a good life balance.
Hmm.
So
That's for sure.
that's why I would also considering those countries as an option in my list.
Yeah, I see. So let's probably come back to Brazil and talk about. So you, as I understood, one of your concern about the Portugal was like kind of cost of living. And what about Brazil? How what is the cost of living there? I mean,
Well,
so you have a IT salary. I don't know if it's bigger than, for example, Poland or less. And how what's the part of this salary you have to spend on, for example, food, renting the flat, something like that?
hmm, well, comparing with the cost of living in São Paulo, a big city, I would say it's not so different with the coast that we have here in Poland. It's very
Hmm.
close, both São Paulo and here. For example, for you to go to the supermarket, all the bills from for your house, and everything is very similar. There is only one difference for me, a slight difference comparing the cost of renting one apartment. In my opinion, here is a little bit more expensive, but not like a huge one. So in general, cost of living here in Poland, at least the city that I'm living right now and the city that I was living in Brazil, it's almost the same. And talking about the salary here it's also a bit better than there. So at least you in my case, I'm able to save a little bit more money than the city that I was living in Brazil.
But you don't need to work overtime
Yeah,
here.
yeah. And I have free time. I can cycling every day with my daughter, and very easy. In the city I was living, São Paulo, it was very busy, traffic jam everywhere. So for some people with small kid, at least for me, it's definitely not a good city for you.
And uh, like analyzing what you're saying about cycling, there is probably not so much infrastructure in São Paulo for
No, it
walking
is,
and
it is, it is.
yeah.
But again, it's too many people.
Mm.
It's a very busy city. You can traffic jam everywhere if you're going by car, cycling. It's many bicycle going into any many direction, and people are walking on the footstep. Oh man, that's huge amount of people. So it, for some people that they don't like busy place. That's the problem about big city. And when we have a like in my case with a family, daughter, small daughter, I don't want to be in a place in big busy place like that. So here I can go all the parks cycling. All the parks are quiet, not too many people. We have a space to enjoy the weather, to make a small barbecue, to celebrate something. It's more relaxing lifestyle. And also, uh, as I said, big city. The another problem about big city is, well, sometimes maybe it's not very safe for a kid,
Mm-hmm.
and here we don't have this let's say this item in mind to be careful.
Mm-hmm. I read an article a few days ago, like the the author suggested Brazil as the point of relocation for some programmers, for IT guys from let's say Russia to Brazil. And you said that Brazilians are used to work a lot, and but if we are talking about international company, if we're talking like about me, for example, I would like to relocate to Brazil to like you came to Poland. I like may want to go to Brazil to live a year to see how it is. And do you think I will need to work as Brazilians? I mean, uh, I used to work, for example, 8 hours, and if it's international company, and if I, for example, if EPAM will open the office in Brazil, I don't know how
Oh,
to.
well, everyone has a choice. You can choose to live like that or not. Of course, it's your option to choose how you would like to develop your career, in which velocity.
Hmm.
If you want to go your career really fast, they they're opening the possibilities for you. For example, most of the project they have a very big budget. Then they can say, well, you have open hours. You can work as many hours as you need
Hmm.
because for us, the main point is delivering the project. So if you are able to work more than 8 hours per day, well, we will be happy about that. But again, it's not all the company and it's not all the project, but it's a good percent of the project people and the project they work like that. I usually I'm saying it's a kind of American mindset.
Hmm.
We are trying to work hard and showing that we got the responsibility about that, and we are taking care of about with that. So we are trying to work and work and work and show that that's our priority, and we want to get everything done as soon as possible. So relax. I'm taking care of that.
So it sounds more like an opportunity. I mean, and here you don't have this opportunity to like to
For
get more money.
let's say you are a single guy, young, you have a fresh body with lots of energy, you want to make a nice money, go to Brazil, go to work in São Paulo, working as a contractor, doing 300 hours per month, and having a huge wallet in your pocket.
And what you suggest this guy? I mean, maybe some cities, maybe you would say like, oh, don't go to the south of Brazil, better to north.
Oh, now thinking about career, for sure, I would say São Paulo because you can work in a huge company, international one, important projects, and with a nice salary. But if you are looking for having uh, a different type of lifestyle that you you are not thinking about just working every time, and you want to join the life, go to another state. Go to Santa Catarina in the south, for example. It's amazing state. You can enjoy one of the most beach around of the world. Nice weather, of course. Um, in the summer, amazing. In the winter, it's not so warm in this part of the country. However, it's really beautiful place. You can have a nice life close to the beach, enjoying everything, and also with a good salary. But again, your career won't be the priority number one.
Okay, and I'm just thinking, don't know. You should know this that, for example, in Poland we have a spring now, and in Brazil it should be autumn now.
For me, in my country, it's very hard to know when is autumn or spring
But
because
it's probably more about the south. Probably at the north there is a more like obvious the difference between uh, summer and
no, for
winter.
me, for me, at least as for me to identify those seasons, it's not so easy.
Hmm.
Here for me, my house is in front of one park, and it's very easy to identify the seasons because
Hmm.
the trees. But in my country, I was not able to say, well, now we are getting close to this to the autumn or something like that, because most of the time the temperature is almost the same. The average is like close to the 30 degrees, but maybe someone who is from very deep in the south or very deep in the north, maybe they can have a better understanding how to identify mm, those period, but not myself.
No, I see. And do you meet this n- like you don't you didn't need to identify this, and for now you're like have these separate seasons. Do you meet the climate of Brazil?
Mm, for me here, The most not exactly negative or worst month, but I would say between December and February. Well, I'm not. Let's say I wouldn't say. Well, definitely, I want to stay here in Poland during this period. It's nice. It's nice experience. However, for me, you can face too many limitations when you are trying to plan something. For example, going outside, doing something, going outside with your daughter, you have much more limitations than comparing with a different weather. Because during the winter time, it's too many clothes, one jacket, two jacket, going outside, it's freezing. Oh, we cannot walk in too much because there is snow. So again, it's a nice experience. Nice, you can have different opportunities to enjoy this type of weather and different activities. But again, the limitation is much bigger comparing with summertime, for example.
Yeah, but you've mentioned uh, Netherlands and probably Ireland that probably have even worse climate than Poland
No,
in,
no,
in
no.
winter. No,
Well,
they have.
when I was living in Ireland, uh, it's not cold like here. It's not so cold.
Mhm.
However, it's not so warm as well. In Ireland, the average is more colder than here, but during this winter time, it's not very cold like here. And during the summer, the same. Here you have like in the end of the year, cold. Then the middle of the year, hot. And in Ireland, like cold, hot, and in like this. But it's cloudy most of the time. That's the worst part of living in Ireland or even in Netherlands. It's raining, many days raining, cloudy. So sometimes maybe you can get depressive.
For me, sounds like a bad weather all the year.
Yeah, yeah. Only the only part talking about Polish weather for me is from December to February or maybe March. We could say,
Mhm.
well, let's spend those 2, 3 months in another country, taking some vacation, working remotely. After that, we can come back and join the rest of the year.
Or you may wait. You may during this time like concentrate on work and make some uh,
Yeah,
achievements.
yeah, yeah, that's also one a good idea.
Okay, my probably last question is: do you have any funny stories, probably from your work in Brazil, like something that differs from the Poland work, something like that?
Funny story. You mean
Something interesting,
working?
like to make me say, "Wow, that's for sure not that I'm doing usually here."
Well, nothing comes to my mind, but maybe you have something that you could share with me. Then I can start to say, well, yeah, I had similar situation, and then I can remember about something. I'm trying
Mm,
to do. Do
actually,
you have?
maybe I don't know. You can describe your your projects, and we'll mm, like together find something interesting. I mean, uh, who you are in the IT life? What are you doing in your work?
Yeah, in my current project, I'm the responsible one for creating the data warehouse. and creating some report and dashboard on top of this data warehouse, and of always talking with the business. I I'm always trying to say I'm working IT area, but I don't have that stereotype that, oh, this guy is so smart, he's a technical guy, he's sitting on his desk and he's doing many codes. He doesn't know how to communicate with people. Let's mm, let's put another guy to deal with the business or something like that. Because we have this type of stereotype
Hmm.
in IT area.
Sometimes,
And
yes.
yeah, and always I'm trying to have a balance. Um, Developing my technical skills, but also the soft skills with the communication, how to talk with the client, with the business, because uh, for me it's very important to know why you are doing that, not only because someone asked you to do. So I'm always questioning the people, the client, the project, why not in the other way. So I'm trying to understand the business, why they are asking us to do like that, and that for me it's really important because sometimes, okay, someone asked you, "Oh, I would like a red car."
Hmm.
Then you go there and painting the entire car red with red. So maybe you could ask, why red car? Why not a blue? Because maybe blue for you would be better than a red because this reason, that reason. That's why I'm always trying to develop both sides, the technical side, and then like so in also not only hard skill but soft skills as well. Because having both together, maybe you won't be like a huge technical specialist or even some, I don't know, working with the business or as a manager or as a director or something like that. However, you would have a more, let's say, horizontal vision about everything. Then maybe you can say, ah, I can see very far that that direction is much better than this one. That's how I'm thinking about this type of profile, building like kind of hybrid profile.
I see.
Not sure if that makes sense for you, but
It makes sense, of course. I wouldn't say that I'm really like uh, to sell something, to not to communicate, but like to coordinate something, to uh, don't know how to describe, but generally I would like to like sit in front of my computer and quote something, and please don't touch me
yeah,
while I'm
but
thinking.
there is no right and wrong. It's we need all all type of profile. We need the guy who knows how like to do like this, checking only his screen and making like amazing code. We need this type of profile because it's really important. We need the other type of profile who doesn't know how to make a code because he's not able to sit on a desk and just coding. And we need different type of profile. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to create a big project with containing only one type of profile. That's why I'm always saying there is no correct or wrong. This profile is much better than that one. We have space and we need all the type of profiles.
Yeah, good point. And
Yeah.
good point for finish our podcast episode. Thank you, Claudio, for
So that
coming.
was my pleasure. I hope that we can maybe do another one, but
Probably.
next time could be face to face, something more close to each other, not like on this digital world that we are living right now, where everything remote.
Yeah.
We could do something face to face, talking with more people, like well, like a um
Like you
around
do
one
in
table,
Brazil.
around one table, many people sharing some experience and talking about that. For me, it would be great to listen, to hear people talking about the same thing, but the, the same topic, but with totally different experience.
That's
Sharing
true.
this type of experience and point of view, for me, there is no price. There is there is no money that can buy this type of flavor that you can have about the life.
We'll hope
So
that this will happen soon.
yeah, so thanks again. Thanks
Thank you, and
for this little conversation, and I hope to talk to you soon.
me
Take
too.
care.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
And I need to say that if you still listening us, please subscribe us in all platforms where you reaching out us, and press the like button and everything like that. And bye bye.
Like blogger saying, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.